welcome back to Trip 101 Travel Talk series. It's a new day, so it means it's time to learn about a new city and country. This city is considered as the rickshaw capital of the world, known for its colorful history and rich cultural tradition. The capital and the largest city of Bangladesh. Welcome to Dhaka City. So, to explore this beautiful city of Dhaka, we have invited two talented people who could help us discover the hidden gems and diverse culture of Dhaka City and the country of Bangladesh. We have Kawsar, a professional tour guide in Dhaka who is excited to work with foreign visitors, and Shayla, an avid traveler and a yoga instructor in Dhaka. So, hi, Kawsar and Shayla. I officially welcome you to Trip 101 Travel Talk series, and we're grateful for accepting our invite.
Hi everyone, it's really honor to be here with Trip 101, and I'm really glad to say whatever I know about my country, culture, and everything.
So I will try to say something about my Dhaka city. Exploring Dhaka is the really good trip in Bangladesh. So I am really happy to be with you all. Thank you.
So yeah, today we will be discovering Dhaka City and the country of Bangladesh. So we are so happy that you are here with us to give first-hand experiences and thoughts about Dhaka City. Let us break the ice by having a fun game. So I will give you two choices. You just have to pick one. What do you want to pick? Mountains or sea?
I prefer to go to the mountain.
Both of these I like best, but the best is mountain for me.
So down to our second question. What do you prefer? Travel with family or travel with friends?
Sometimes with friends, sometimes with family. But I think traveling solo is the best.
I would like to say about my preference. That means I like best to go travel by my friend circle, and second is also as a solo traveler.
So next question is travel within Bangladesh or abroad?
Obviously, in Bangladesh, every place has so many new things to offer. So, first, I prefer that I have to explore my country very well. After that, maybe I can plan to travel abroad.
Yeah, I guess Bangladesh has a lot to offer to our visitors and to our locals as well. Yeah.
First of all, I would like to say about my countries, but secondly, I like the best Indian countries sightseeing.
So yeah. For our fourth question, historical spots or natural beauty?
Actually, I am more into natural beauty, not that kind of historical person.
My first preference is archaeological site, that means historical site, then natural site.
So for the last question is that what is more important, photographs or experiences?
Photographs, yeah, it's important to make memories, but the experience is with me.
Yeah, it's just the fact that we in this game we have to choose one only.
Yeah.
I think that I like most the experiences.
So yeah, I think that is all for the fun game. Yeah, I just want to thank you for your answers. Through this game, we've learned a little bit about you. So before we continue exploring the city, we want to get to know you both a little more. So first, I would like to ask Kosar.
Basically, I was very much passionate to tour, but it was not based on the foreign tour guide in Dhaka. But first time when I meet a tourist in Dhaka old city, then I was very much interested to talk with him. And they are the foreign guests, so it's very much interesting in our country. You will be very glad to know if a foreign guest, that means from other countries, if they visit in our Dhaka city or outside of Dhaka city, they will be like a celebrity. Every Bangladeshi people they will see as a surprised people. So that's why I was also surprised to see a foreign visitor in our country. Then and from that time I decided to work as a tour guide, and I was searching in Google how to work as a tour guide. Then I got some materials, some information, and then I started my journey in 2022. And still now I am working as a freelance tour guide, and also now I opened a website for me, that means dhakatourguides.com, for giving the services from me. And I am also very much happy to be with you, that means with the Trip 101 platform. So I think that this platform will help the travelers for getting the very knowledgeable, experienced tour guide in Dhaka or also outside of Dhaka.
Yeah. I think tour guiding is very professional work, especially if you want to share your love with your country because you want to share your culture, the places that you have. From which country do you get the most guests?
From my experience, we are getting the most of the guests from Europe countries. That means UK, United Kingdom, and Denmark, Switzerland, Swedish, Netherlands, and the most of the tourists are coming from USA also, Japan, China, and also India.
So, what's your favorite memory of guiding a group of customers or guests?
Sometimes I can share my country's culture norms, and sometimes I also explore something different from their country. So
Yeah, I think group customers are a bit enjoy. You can enjoy having a group of customers, especially if they're
yes.
from different countries. It's like you're conversing to different cultures. Yeah. Hearing your answers, I see how passionate you are as a tour guide. So thank you for that, Kawsar. Thank you for your answers. So now we'll move on to Shayla. I just want to ask you, how frequently do you travel?
Before COVID, I used to travel every weekend. But after COVID, I mean 2022 and 23, in that time I traveled India a lot. So when I traveled India, that time I stayed there for more than 2 months. So that is the longest time I traveled.
Which has been your most successful trip so far? Or one successful trip do you cherish the most?
Last time I traveled in India solo for the first time in abroad for me. So that time I stayed there for 80 days. So those days are really, really most cherishable for me because that time I traveled abroad for the first time and I traveled so many states in India as well, so many cultures, language issue, and everything I faced. And in between, I met so many beautiful people as well from there when I traveled solo. So I think this kind of experience I didn't have in my place, I mean in my country. So I
Yeah.
think that was the most cherishable trip for me.
Yeah, I hope someday I can also do that to travel more than 1 month in one country. I think it's the best experience, right? So, what was your motivation for starting your Instagram handle?
Instagram handle, I opened this account long before, but that time I didn't share anything effective or whatever. But when I started traveling, and sometimes I share my stories because there are so many ups and downs in my life as well,
Yeah.
apart from traveling. So with the travel pictures, I used to share my life journey and everything, especially during the time of COVID, because at that
Yeah.
time, just simply sit at home, what to do. So I think I grow in Instagram at that time, actually, particularly at that time. So after that, when I noticed that to the person kind of me, I met a lot of travelers as well through my Instagram. So yeah, that's how I connected to the people and travelers also.
So now that we've known you, let us explore the things that we love to do. So both of you have to answer these questions. What does travel mean to you? We would like to know what inspires you to travel.
The travel means the gathering experience, something different, and you can get something special culture. You will be very much influenced by norms. You will know something different from another country. So travel means experience.
Yeah.
In a single word, travel means experience. Experience and with fun. Experience with fun.
Travel means to you, it depends on actually mood, I guess. If my mood is to go somewhere to escape from this monotonous life, something like this. Sometimes I want to experience this new place, new culture, I can go. Sometimes we
Yeah.
just feel that, okay, we can go with friends to go somewhere to enjoy or whatever, we can go. Sometimes we feel sad and we just feel that, okay, we should go from home and we can go somewhere. So actually travel means everything. You can experience, you can share your sadness with nature or with your surroundings, and sometimes you can share your enjoyment as well with your friends while you're traveling. It's all about how you are feeling right now.
Yeah, because travel is really therapeutic in our life.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
it
therapeutic.
makes a different impact on us, right?
Yes, yes,
So
exactly.
yeah. So I want to also to ask, how frequently do you travel for yourself apart from your work?
I am basically budget traveler. So
Yeah.
Me
I
also.
travel. so it's not my fixed or any regular tour plan, but when I get time to go outside from my workstation or from my university, just nothing to think, just go out. But
Yeah, exactly.
recently I am very much also in our country, if we are getting something Facebook organizer in our country who are organizing our country's local trip. That means 2 day trips or 1 day trips or day long trips in our country inside of Bangladesh, and it's
Yeah.
very much cheap prices travel, cheap price tour. So that's why every day, basically it depends on the weekend day in our country, Friday and Saturday, but Thursday is the main starting day of the tour. Every weekend day, the Facebook organizer are just offering to the Facebook users just this place with this price. So every weekend day, a lot of Bangladeshi local people are receiving this type of offer to go that place with enjoy. So this is really, really very interesting in our country.
So where was your last trip to, and what did you enjoy most about it?
My last trip was in Chittagong Hill Tract area. That is too much interest. That was too much interesting because I was searching some friend to go in this Sajek hill view that is very high from the sea level. So I decided to
Oh.
go there, but I didn't find anyone of my friend who are really wanted to go there. Then I got the offer from this organizer, Facebook was organizer in our local team. So I just received this offer and I went this place with them. That means 45 tourists, 45 guests in a bus, in a local
Yeah.
bus. So that tour was so happy with fun and lot of enjoyment and experience, very cheap price. So in that tour, we explored lot of things. You are top of the clouds, you are not under
Yeah.
the clouds, you are just top of the clouds. So the hotel and restaurant, everything just top of the clouds. So so that is also very much interesting for me.
Yeah. It seems like you're an adventure traveler, huh?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Budget adventure traveler with budget and also budget traveler.
Yeah, yeah. How about you, Shayla? Where was your last trip?
My last trip was, as I told, that last year I went to
Yeah,
India and I just came back this year, February, 4th of February. So this time I traveled, I mean, in India, so many states. I saw the sea, mountain, desert,
yeah,
everything. I mean, south part of India, I traveled, and north part of India as well. So in south part, too much rich with history. I didn't know that. Most of the time I traveled in north part of India, but south there are so many temples in Tamil Nadu. What I saw, and the one stone intricate carvings, so beautiful, and that thing actually I like the most. Apart from the
yeah.
nature means I like nature, as I told, always sea, mountain, desert. I experienced everything this time, but that was the most interesting because those temples are very old, like 1000, 1500 years old, and the one stone carving, the statue and everything, it's very astonishing and stunning. Was stunning for me because I never saw this kind of things anywhere in my place, and that things I will remember for so long.
So yeah, with that experience of yours,
Yeah.
do you have any personal travel hacks or tips that you'd like to share, or your secret for having a good trip?
If you travel solo, especially if you are a girl, I think, but I think for girl, for boy, for everyone, it can be useful that you have to talk to local very comfortably. I mean, if you
Yeah,
feel that you are a traveler, if you uh, separate yourself from that local, and if you pretend or if you behave that way, then you can't get help, any kind of help. It is, and it will be difficult for you, especially if you are a budget traveler, because if you are a
Yeah.
budget traveler, you have to travel by local transport or public transport, and that time you have to ask people where to go, how to go, and wherever. So if you talk to locals and everyone with very politely, with a smile and genuinely, they can also understand how genuine you are,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah, it's nice to have a research first before you go to
Yeah,
that country. So
yeah,
you have an
obviously.
idea before
Mm-hmm.
on while upon your travel there. How about you, Kusar? Do you want to add something, any travel tips or hacks that you want to share?
Tips maybe, if you want to explore this place, so you have to go by this local transport or local
Yeah.
bus or local baby taxi. So the traffic jam is huge in Dhaka old city. So it's very easier way to use the bike, right, to reach this place, to visit this place. So bike is the easier in our old Dhaka city. And also you can ride by rickshaw. Rickshaw means one type
Yeah,
of
yeah.
tuk-tuki that is used in Thailand. So you have to use the tuk-tuki.
So I am sure Dhaka City has a significant impact on your life as well. So these questions are for both of you. How long you live in Dhaka?
Basically, I am from Chattogram. This is the
Okay.
another division of Bangladesh,
Okay.
and currently I'm living in Dhaka, and it has been almost 10 years I'm living in Dhaka. But I did all my study, graduation, everything in Chattogram.
Yeah. How about you, Kusar? How long have you lived in Dhaka?
I live in Dhaka 8 years old almost, because I have my home city is also under the Dhaka division. The
Yeah.
Kishorganj district is 2 hour away from the city. But after completing my intermediate level, I came to Dhaka for my graduation purpose in the University of Dhaka. After completing my graduation, that my first career journey started in a university that is called East West University as a procurement officer. Then I joined in another government services in Bangladesh Shilpakala Academy. But now I am just I resigned this job 1 years ago, and now I am also working in tourist sector. So almost 8 years old. So my experience in Dhaka city and also local city street. Yes.
So yeah. For this next question, can you tell us something unique about Dhaka, or tell us why do you like Dhaka?
The old Dhaka part, the history, culture, and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah,
This is the
yeah.
very unique part. And another unique is so many huge populated country.
Population. Yeah.
Yeah, and Dhaka. So this is also, I think, this is the maybe bad side, but I think this is also unique. You can say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. How about you, Kasar? Do you want to add something?
Dhaka is the most important thing. Dhaka is, if you want to explore whole Bangladesh, just day one trip in Dhaka old city, you can explore the whole Bangladesh. So
Yeah.
it's very interesting for foreigners, but not the local peoples.
So if there is one place that you would that you would think of in Dhaka, maybe you could give me what is your favorite place in Dhaka city that you could recommend to the visitors.
In our Dhaka city, I can say the Dhaka University is the best place for me.
Okay, okay.
For me,
I
For
think
me
according
too.
for
For
my
me
opinion,
too.
not
For me too.
for all. Because
okay,
this is my
okay.
this is because this is the platform where I completed my graduation and post graduation. Lot of memories and experience in this university, under the University of Dhaka. Every day, lot of concerts, program, occasions, lot of things program are conducted under this under the University of Dhaka. So that's why you will explore something different, the cultures, norms from this university.
Yeah. How about you, Shayla? Do you want to add something?
Yeah, this is obviously will be the first Dhaka University area. Apart from this, there are so many parks are there in our Dhaka, like Romna Park, then Botanical Garden, and there are another nearby my place, nearby my home. There is a another lake, Hatirjil Lake. So I think sometimes I also go there to work and everything.
Yeah.
Sometimes I sit and see people. That's all. But this will be the first Dhaka University area I like the most.
Yeah, I really see how do you love the Dhaka University. I think you really love it. Both of
Yeah.
you. Yeah. So for the next question is that can you tell us about some secret or hidden spots in Dhaka City that visitors generally miss out?
I can say the hidden or secret place, the shipyard, because the
Shipyard.
shipyard is
Okay.
another part of the city. That means yes, shipyard is also very much attractive and fantastic and also knowledgeable tour. So shipyard, I think that is unique or hidden.
Suppose you don't know any place before, someone just go and discover, and maybe he or she is a travel blogger, or
Yes,
he
Yeah.
or
this is
she
the
shares
part of
somewhere,
tour.
and the place become tourist place. To be honest, it
Yeah.
happens so
Yeah.
many times. It happens so many times.
Yeah, especially when the travel blogger discovered this
Yeah,
place
yeah.
and then she shared it to her socials. Yeah.
Mm.
It will not be a secret anymore.
Yeah,
Even if it's a
yeah.
secret place. For these two
Yes.
questions that I will be mentioning, you can give your answers in an itinerary format. Which spots and attractions would you recommend to travelers visiting Dhaka?
First of all, I would like to say the national parliament. Our also, I will say the biggest vegetable markets in the country, that is called the Karwan Bazar. So sometimes foreigners are very much interested to see the local market. So if you want to go to the Karwan Bazar, you will see something different. Lot of people and fresh vegetables. The vegetables are coming from village level, and they are selling here, and these vegetable markets. So national parliament, then Karwan Bazar market. After visiting Karwan Bazar market 30 minutes, then we will go visit Dhaka University area 30 minutes. Then the oldest temple of Bangladesh, the national temple, Dhakeshwari temple. And then we will go to the Lalbagh Fort, that is Mughal Emperor historical place of Bangladesh. It will take 30 minutes. Then we can explore Star Mosque and Armenian Church. That is very close to each another, about 30 minutes. The Shakari Bazar markets walking tour just 20 minutes. You can explore something different, old Dhaka city's life. So then explore the Ahsan Monjil museum, that is called locally Pink Palace, and then river port. That crossing this river, that means it will take 10 minutes by a boat journey, a short time boat journey. Then you will find the shipyard, and I think that you can spend some times in the shipyard and local people's how they are mending the ships, everything, and their lives, and then come back to the hotel.
Yeah. Is there any restaurant or place to visit in between during lunch maybe that you could suggest in that itinerary?
In our old Dhaka, the biryani is very much famous.
Yeah,
The
biryani.
there are some biryani types: haji biryani, kachi biryani. So every biryani is very much famous for not only for the foreigners or visitors. The biryani is also famous for the locals. Lunch time we can go some restaurant, that means some hygienic restaurant, the Star Kebab and the Abdul Razzaq Hotel, that is called Abdul Razzaq Hotel,
Oh, okay.
short time name. So that is the two restaurant is very hygienic and very much famous for the biryani, and also for the famous for the visitors.
Yeah. I would also like to ask if how many days should a tourist allot to visit Dhaka? Is it 3 days, 2 days, 4 days? What do you suggest?
uh Exploring whole Dhaka, it will take three
Yeah.
days. This
Okay, three
basically
days.
I divided 3 days. One days is old Dhaka, another day is
Yeah.
just old capital of Dhaka, that is
Okay.
1 hour away from this Dhaka city, and another day is outside of Dhaka. So this 3 days is totally completed itinerary for exploring the all Dhaka cities.
Okay. For Shayla, this question is for you. Which cities and locations should travelers visiting Bangladesh should include in itinerary?
Then obviously Chattogram, because you can experience the sea, the longest beach, uninterrupted beach you can see, and the hill also, hill treks, green forest and everything you can experience in the Chittagong hill trek. So I think if someone want to visit Bangladesh, Chattogram has to be the bucket list. But apart from Chattogram, yeah, Sylhet is also very much interesting place to travel. But the thing, I think Sylhet is more beautiful in rainy season, because in Sylhet it's more of water bodies. So in rainy season, water bodies are fulfilled with water, and you can see the exact beauty of that
Yeah,
part
okay.
of the Bangladesh.
So yeah, I think our viewers would love to follow this itinerary that you guys mentioned. Honestly, while I'm
Yes,
listening to your itinerary, I am imagining myself going to those places. So thank you so much for that.
you
So
are also invited to visit in Bangladesh. I will be with you, no problem.
maybe someday I could probably go there if I have a budget. Yeah. Yeah. So while exploring any city, we're not just going to visit places. So we also need to try the famous delicacies. So I would like to ask you, could you tell us about a must-try dish one should try in Dhaka? Maybe we could remove the biryani on the list because you already mentioned that a while ago.
Fuska, street food fuska, and chotpoti. That is local street food. That is very much famous, not only for the visitors. It's also very much famous for local peoples, local young boy and girls. And also, I think that Shayla likes it very much.
Yeah, yeah,
Fuska.
What
And
I
it's also famous for
also agree.
women. Women. It's also very much famous for women. Fuska and chotpoti,
yeah, I like to ask
traditional.
what does it taste? Is it spicy, sweet, salty,
Spicy,
or oh spicy?
spicy, little bit sour, and a mixture of
Yeah.
spicy and sour, something like this.
Yeah.
You
Also
can
here in
say
the
like this.
Philippines, the street foods are also famous. Are
Yeah,
the
in
famous
Thailand,
one that
Yes.
yeah.
uh,
What are the major festivals in Bangladesh, or are there any cultural events that visitors can experience or plan their trip around?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. There are a lot of cultural program in our Dhaka city. About that University of Dhaka, who are organizing a lot of cultural programs. But if I say about the main cultural themes, the Pohela
Yeah.
Boishakh. Pohela Boishakh means the Bengali first day in the calendar, and also recently we are also celebrating 31st night in our Dhaka old city, and also Pohela Boishakh and the Muslim Eid, to Eid al Fitr, to eat, and also also now we are celebrating the special day Valentine's Day, Ekushe book fair, the national book fair, and also you will find a lot of program in Bangladesh Shilpokala Academy. Shilpokala Academy means one type of cultural center who are organizing lot of performance, lot of dance, singing, and local traditional cultural norms. So Dhaka is very much famous for culture.
How about you, Shaila?
the first day of Bengali New Year. This is the one of the most important cultural festivals in our country,
Yeah.
and you can see the authenticity is still there, and the exceptional part of this first day of Bengali New Year is from Dhaka University Charugola, I mean art department. They arranged a Mongol Shobha Jatra.
I can add one thing, that means the Mongol Shobha Jatra, that means Bengali first day in Bangladesh. It was recognized by UNESCO already.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Oh, that's
So I
great.
think this is only happening in our place. I mean, in Bangladesh, because the first day of Bengali New Year, it is also celebrated in West Bengal, also in India. But I think they don't have this culture. I mean, the culture
Yeah.
of Mongol Shobha Jatra. So I think this is very very unique thing to see. Apart from, there are other festival also. Other festival means according to religion, Hindu festival Durga Puja, and the Muslim festival, as he told, that Eid ul Fitr and Eid ul Adha. Saraswati Puja is the very very famous in our Dhaka, because Dhaka University arranged a big Saraswati Puja in Jagannath Hall.
So now we have an idea of what food to try on and while exploring the city, and make sure to mark your calendars for the major festivals in Bangladesh. So as you mark your calendars for your next trip to Bangladesh, let us now find out what is the best time to visit Dhaka and Bangladesh? Maybe Kawsar could answer this question.
Basically, the visiting time in Bangladesh starts from October or November, October to March. So this time is the
Okay.
best time for traveling in Dhaka and Bangladesh, because the weather and climate is very much flexible, comfortable for journey. It's not very much cold or not very much warm, not very much hot weather. So that's why I will suggest traveler to visit in Bangladesh from October to March.
If someone who are adventurous, like see the waterfall, trekking and everything, so during monsoon it is, you can trek hiking in hilly area, which kind of adventurous, it will be adventurous. And monsoon Bandarban looks more beautiful, more greenery and everything. So the waterfall all are alive during monsoon. So if someone want to see the waterfall and experience the trekking that time, and I think monsoon is also, you can travel. I mean monsoon means June, July, August, something like this, September, something like this.
So yeah. I think maybe the whole year we could travel Bangladesh depending
Yeah,
on the
exactly.
place that depending on our preference if we want to experience city or natural beauty or historical spots.
Yes.
So yeah, for the next question is it safe for solo travelers or women to go around? Or is there any precaution you want to recommend to take? Is there any travel advisory or prohibited things in Dhaka?
General precautions, obviously, everyone has to take wherever you go.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
the one problem is I faced particularly in Bangladesh, that as a solo traveler for women, that the stay, you cannot, because stay in a hotel, it is not that safe. I mean, as
Yeah.
when you are a budget traveler, you cannot stay in a luxury hotel, obviously. But if you stay in a luxury hotel, obviously you are safe in every way, in
Yeah, yeah.
security and whatever you want. But when you are a budget traveler, you cannot stay in a luxury hotel. So at that time you have to find a hotel within your budget, which is not very comfortable for the women solo traveler. It's
Yeah.
my experience in Bangladesh. And
Yeah.
general precautions, as I told, that you have to be precautions in every way wherever you, general precautions. When you are traveling solo, I think you shouldn't go, especially I will suggest for any women who are traveling solo, that you shouldn't go any remote area alone. And when you are
Yeah.
traveling
Yeah.
solo, obviously before you go, you have to research where you can go alone or where you can get help from the locals. And another thing is, as when you are traveling solo, it is very convenient if you travel by local transport or public transport.
In every travel there is a risk, so we just have to be cautious, or we should do research. Research is very important
Yes, yes.
in traveling, yeah. So thank you for your answers. I guess our viewers are now ready to book their flights and plan their trips to Dhaka. So to conclude up this episode, I would like to ask you, so why should Bangladesh be on one's bucket list? You can give us an elevator pitch, or you can convince us in two sentences or less.
First, I want to say that every new place has something new to offer to anyone.
Yeah.
So, if you want to see the mountain, not mountain, if you want to see the longest beach, if you want to see the hill forest, the green king, if you want to see the historical thing as well, you can come to visit the Bangladesh.
Yeah, that's a really good statement of yours. So
Yeah.
for Kasar, how would you convince us in two sentences or less?
Welcome to Explore Dhaka, Bangladesh, and gather your knowledgeable experience and share your experience to other communities.
So that pitch was very fabulous. So I'm convinced about adding Dhaka City and Bangladesh to my list. So yeah. So before we say goodbye to our viewers, do you have any last minute thoughts that you like to say to our viewers?
As a traveler, that we always excited to see nature and everything. So
Yeah.
I would request to every traveler that to clean the environment, the nature wherever you go. So travel, and while you are traveling, be conscious with your environment, and uh, think about the sustainable environment. And when you travel, talk to local people, feel their culture, see their culture, talk to them, and share your experience with your loved ones, with you in your family.
Yeah, I agree with that. We should travel with with our full consciousness and also with our full respect to the country that we are visiting. So how about you, Kosar? Do you have any last minute thoughts that you would like to say to our viewers?
Traveling means removing your sadness, removing your frustration. You
Yeah.
must travel. So travel is the one type of media that helps to remove your frustration and sadness from your mind. And also, I think that traveling broadens our mind.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your insights and thoughts that you've shared to our viewers. So I think this concludes our episode. So thank you for allowing us to have you on the Trip 101 Travel Talks. So I can say that we have learned a lot about your beautiful city, and I hope when we visit Dhaka, we can see you and be one of your guests. So and to all our viewers, thank you for your endless support, and we hope that you always stay tuned to our series. So until our next episode, and have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you.